Hey guys, welcome into Schlereth Slants. Everything about the wild card weekend, best weekend in professional football. There is no question about that. Got a great show planned for you today. So I want to play a little game. Tell me why I'm wrong, okay? So there's a lot of people out there that are on the Dallas Cowboys bandwagon. I get it. You know, everybody loves the Cowboys, the star on the helmet, they're America's team, all that crap. Who gives a rip? I don't really like them. But let me tell you why you're wrong about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 8-9, they get a home game. They kind of crept into the playoffs. They lost week 18, even though they played their starters for a little over a quarter. They lost to the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, their offense stinks. They can't do anything. Well, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. First and foremost, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get a lot of grief about not being able to run the ball. And people are up in arms. They're the 32nd ranked rushing team in football. And oh my God, they're not going to be able to take the pressure off of Brady. They're not going to be able to do. Stop it. Okay, stop it. First and foremost, they're last in the league in rushing the football. It's not like they dropped from 8 to 32. They were 26th rushing the football last year, and I think 27th the year before. They've never run the football. They're garbage at running the football because they don't try. You know why they don't try? Because they've got this guy, I don't know if you know him, his name is Tom freaking Brady. He's the world's greatest American. That's why they don't try to run the football. So the running of the football thing doesn't really matter. During the last game of the season, I was in Atlanta. I called that game. I talked to Brady. I met with him face to face. Brady told me this. Their offense and their receivers have truly not been healthy or together all season long until about the last week of the season, or the second to last week of the season, against Carolina, when they hung two 50-plus yard touchdowns to Mike Evans in the fourth quarter. They went hog wild. And Brady said it's the best his receivers have felt. It's the best they've been, the most connected they've been. So they were great at the end of the season. First drive of the Atlanta game, they drove right down the football field, bam, scored a touchdown. Second drive, they were driving right down the football field, and then Chris Godwin fumbled on a great Peanut Tillman punch. They got the ball out. Let me just tell you, offensively, they're actually feeling like they're clicking. And remember, in 2020, they were 7-5 and then went on a run and never lost another game. They feel very much like they're there right now. This is why I am predicting an upset win. Cowboys are +3. I'm going to take Tampa all day long. I think Tampa wins this game, wild card weekend. So there you go. All right, how about let's play a little game? How about this? Most likely team to go on the road wild card weekend and win a playoff game. And I got to pick the New York Giants, the New York Football Giants. There's several coaches to me that have the potential of being a coach of the year. I think Brian Daboll of the New York Giants should probably win it. I would also go Kyle Shanahan as my two favorites to win coach of the year. But the reason I go Brian Daboll is I did a bunch of Giants games last year and Giants fans hated me. They hated my guts. And you know what? You're welcome. I taught you a lesson. You should have hated my guts because I told the truth and you didn't like the truth. But the bottom line is, let me tell you this. I love what Brian Daboll has done. You think about the way they've constructed their football team. And easily could make an argument. I don't even think it's an argument. They're the least talented football team in the playoffs right now. And so the amount of talent, I'm not dogging them because they've come out and they've played their asses off. And he's done a great job of doing that. So I look at the Giants, and part of it is I love the chemistry of the Giants. The other part of it is I don't trust Minnesota. I don't trust Minnesota in a tough, I just don't trust, I really don't. I just don't trust Minnesota as a whole. Kirk Cousins, prime time, playoffs. All right, let's move on to the home team that's most likely to win. And that, to me, is the San Francisco 49ers. You think about how they're structured. Most teams are structured, their quarterback has to play well for that team to win. I think in Tampa, if Brady doesn't play well, Tampa Bay is not going to win. If Dak Prescott doesn't play really well, I don't think the Cowboys win. Hey, if Jalen Hurts doesn't play really well, I don't think the Eagles win. I think most teams are structured that way. San Francisco's structured a different way. They're structured like my O-line coach used to tell me all the time, Alex Gibbs, he said, hey, man, I'm with you win or tie. Lose, we got a problem. And I think they go out and say, hey, man, just don't screw this thing up. We're going to run the ball. We're going to control line of scrimmage. Our defense is going to play great. We don't have to put up a ton of points. And we're going to set up some easy access kind of explosive plays for you as a quarterback We're going to set those things up through the way we run the ball. We're going to get those one-on-one matchups. You're going to deliver the football on time, and then our playmakers are just going to go out and make plays. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Brock Purdy because he's been unbelievable. I think the kid really understands the offense. The kid's got great foot energy. His feet time up with all the throws and the route combinations, so he's on time and he's accurate with the football. He understands blitz pickup and all those things. But I think the San Francisco 49ers are the most complete team and the most dominant team on both lines of scrimmage. So that's the home team to me that is going to walk in the NFC playoffs. So that's where I go right now. All right, so let's take our Super Bowl pick, Super Bowl 57, and you can you can comment below. You can like this and comment below. But here are the two teams that I'm going to take right now before the playoffs starts. And I can make a compelling argument in the AFC for Buffalo or for Cincinnati, but I am taking Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think the way they finished the game, the last game of the season against the Raiders, showed a lot. I think their last month, they were fairly lackluster, but I think they were like a cat playing with a half-dead mouse on the porch. You know, they were just going to get through the motions. So I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl 57, and then I'm going to take the 49ers. I think they're the most complete team. I think, their quarterback, Brock Purdy, even though he's Mr. Irrelevant, I think he's played really efficiently. He understands the offense, and he understands what he has to do in the form of managing a football game for them to be successful. So those are my two teams. Comment your two teams below. Let me know what you think of my two teams and kind of where you guys are at. All right, that does it for us here on the show. We thank you so much for being a part of it. And tune in next week. We'll see exactly how we did on these picks.
Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out our other videos and don't forget to smack that subscribe button down below while you're at it. Also, for more great and original content, head right over to bvmsports.com.